as of now, uh, we have seen this basic information, right? Okay, basic information regarding whenever we want to create an account, what are the information we require, what are the basic things we require. These are the things we require. So let's see. For that, before writing any test scenarios and test cases, we should know few things like web elements. Okay, let me deal with web elements. Then we'll jump into the writing of test scenarios and test cases. Okay, web elements. What are web elements? We have different web elements. Those are nothing but text box. The first one is text box. First text box. Okay, the second one is, let me give in a bullet points like this. Text box. The second one is radio button. Okay, the third one is radio button text box. Okay. Checkbox. The fourth one is drop down. The fifth one is link. The sixth one is button. I do know you don't know what is all those things, but let me give the basic example for a text box. When we will use the text box, we have seen all those things in real world, but we don't know what is the original name of those things. Okay, so it's just information only regarding web elements. So these are the web elements, the text box, right? Let's take an example. I will use. I'll open a Facebook so that we will use. So right now we are checking Facebook only, right? Requirement of Facebook, right? So I need to create. What is the requirement here? I'm just reminding. My requirement is to create a Facebook account, right? So I'm opening here. So let's see what are the web elements here. I could see the text box, right? What is the text box? So if you see here, this is a text box where we can enter values. Like we can enter values like this, any values. So this is another text box. This is also another. This is another text box. This is another text box. Text box is nothing but where we can enter values. Those values where we can enter characters. It can be special characters. It can be numbers, whether it can be alphabet, something like that. Okay. So and also we have used this text box in real world. Like whenever we go for credit card payment, right? Where we see a text box where I can enter only the numbers only. Okay. Something like all those things we have seen in real world like this. So from this real world, from this Facebook, I have different text boxes like this. So everyone is a text box. Okay. Every what I am seeing it is a text box. So this is nothing but text box. Okay, I will write the description of text box where we can enter characters. Okay, what is radio button? Okay, many people doesn't know what is radio button, but if you see the real world, so when we see in real competitive exams, right? So when you go for competitive exams, there I could see true or false conditions where I can see a dot, something like two dots type. Okay, two buttons will be said there. A statement will be given. We need to select the statement whether it is true or false, or something like yes or no. So these are nothing but radio buttons. If you see this application, I have the radio button. See, these are radio button, male, female, custom. So these are nothing but the radio buttons. Okay. So from here I can select only one. Okay, I can't select the multiple things. In true or false, I need to select whether it is true or false, right? I can't give both both. I can't select both buttons. So here also I can select only one button here. So which means from maximum of for radio buttons we'll have maximum of 3. When you go for 4 or 5 radio buttons, then we'll come to another picture. So for a maximum of 3 values to select, we'll use the radio buttons. For 3 options, from 3 options. From 3 options, I need to select one only. Okay. So this is example of radio button. Let us checkbox. Checkbox. Let me give you real-time example of checkbox. Okay. Say when you're going for competitive exams, right? We'll have multiple options. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. Okay. Something like we have multiple options. From that, I need to select the correct condition. Depending upon the question, I need to select correct condition. A, C, D, something like I need to select from the multiple options, I need to select the multiple values. That's something like choose the correct answer, something like, right? We'll have the n number of sections, we need to select this one. Or else when you go to hospital, right, they will give a form to check the things, whether you have BP or not, whether you have sugar or not, or whether you have any historic medical history or not. Something like there is a checklist, right? So we can select what are the what are the required fields we need to select. Same like checkbox is nothing, but I don't know whether you have the checkbox here or not. No, sorry, we don't have any checkbox here. Okay. Okay, like that we have checkbox. Okay, checkbox means from multiple options I need to select the multiple correct answers. So from multiple options, I need to select multiple values. Multiple. Okay. Right. Multiple. Drop down. What is my drop down? Same like see the drop down checkbox. These two sound similar, but there is a much difference between drop down and checkbox. So in this example, drop down is nothing but this is a value. This is a drop down where I can select only one option, right? See here in checkbox, I need to select multiple options from multiple values. Okay, but whereas in drop down, I have multiple options here, but I need to select only one option. I can't select multiple options here. So only one option, something like this. Okay, something like I can select only one option. These are the nothing but drop down. So nothing but from multiple options, I need to select only one value. I need to select one value. So this is nothing but see here. This is a date of birth is nothing but our drop down. Something like link. What is the difference between link and something like given button, right? Link and button. Link and button. So many people like will think link, when we click on that in that link, it will have you to next page on a further page or a reference page, right? So button also like same. When we click on the button, it will have you to next page or reference page. Then what is the difference between link and button? There is no difference between link and button. Look and feel will tell whether it is link or button. So if you see here, many people directly tell yes, login is a button. Login is a button, but whereas we have different links, like see here, forgot account. Forgotten account is a link. So let us consider if this forgot account. Oh, let me take this screenshot so that it will be very easy for you to explain difference between link and button. Okay, let me open and paint. Okay, let me paste it. Okay, you see here, this is login. Login is a button, right? So whenever this forgot account is, let us like this, then forgot account I can also tell it is a button. Look and feel. So which means whenever a section is in text, whenever the text is in rectangular square format, then I will call it as a button. But it is when it is not in a square or rectangular format, then I will call it as a link. So in this application, if in the real-time application, I have login is a button, sign up is also a button. But see here, create a page, nothing but a link. Okay, so is this messenger is a link, Facebook Lite is a link, watch is a link, people as a link, right? But if anything, any of the below section is in a square button, then I will call it as a button. So there is no difference between link and button. The look and feel will tell whether it is a button or link. Look and feel will decide link or button. So these are web elements we generally come up across when we're dealing with the real-time applications. So now I need to apply these web elements whenever I write the test cases or test scenarios. So again, I'm repeating, we know what is my test scenario and we know what is my test cases, right? Okay. And we know the requirement, right? Requirement is I need to create a Facebook account. For creating any account, I should have the basic information like this. So, and also we have learned what are the web elements we have. So from these web elements, I need to write the test scenario test cases. So I've written in the note section in previous sections, right? previous section classes. Note is nothing but one scenario can have 1 to multiple test cases, which means first of all I need to identify the scenario. Whenever I identify the scenario, then in the scenario I can have test cases. So if you see the page, I don't know whether I can give a correct idea or not. Let me see. Okay, let's take. I'm giving you a basic example. Okay, don't consider it as a real time. In real time also we'll write like this only. It's depending on the requirements. We will have different scenarios, and different scenarios will have different test cases. So for this section, I have 2 sections here. Okay, let me take a screenshot like this for this, so that it will be very useful to you. Okay, control F. Okay. So this is a page, right? This is a Facebook page where we generally see here. So let us consider I'm going to divide into 2 sections. Okay, the first section is nothing but this is the login page, login user detail page. The second section deals with the create account page. Okay, let me write like this. So when we enter valid user and password for a valid credentials, I can see my account page. So or else if I enter my details to create an account, I can navigate to another page. Okay, these two are different, obvious, because this is already existing customer. This is new customer. This is new account. This is already existing account. So for my knowledge, I'm going to divide into 2 sections. The first scenario deals with the user detail page, but whereas second scenario deals with my second scenario deals with the creating an account page. So I'll write scenario like this here only. With different color. I don't know whether okay, right, we define for it. This is my first scenario. Sorry, test scenario. Okay, so this is my. Let me write in a different color. This is my second scenario. So my first scenario deals with the already account created account page, but whereas second scenario deals with the creating an account page. Okay, so my requirement is deals with create an Facebook account, right? So what I will do, I will consider this scenario only. Now let's see. Scenario will contain what are the things here. Okay, oh, sorry. Let me select this scenario. So this is my scenario, right? So for this scenario, whatever I written here, right? One scenario can have 1 to multiple test cases. So for this, so this is my scenario. This is a scenario. First scenario contains like test cases, like it contains random test cases, right? So for my knowledge, I will write test cases like this scenario will contain test cases. What color and take this? Okay, let's take blue. Blue will be fine. I'll take blue will be fine. First of all, I need to check how my first name will look like. Second scenario, second test case, I need to check. My scenario 2 will contain test cases like second scenario will contain first test case for first name, second test case for surname, third test case for email ID or mobile number, fourth test case is for password, fifth test case is for date of birth, sixth test case is for gender calculations, seventh test case is for sign up button. So these are the test cases I need to consider to write test cases for creating a Facebook account. Now we'll try to write the test cases. Okay, let me save this. See, this is a basic example telling, okay, because you people will know the Facebook very well, right? That's why I'm taking a basic example. If I go for real-time example, then it will be very problem for you to understand. So that's why I taken it like this. Facebook test cases. Okay, screenshot or scenarios. Okay, test cases like this. Let me save the document for future purpose. So now on seeing this, I will write test cases. Now we'll start writing the test cases here. I will write test case in Excel sheet, but in real time we won't use Excel sheets. In real time we'll use any tools like ALM or QC or Jira, Rally, TFS, something like we have a number of real-time management tools to write test cases. For easy understanding, of writing in an Excel sheet. So test cases for Facebook page. So right now, as per my requirement, I need to consider only second scenario only. Okay, read the page. Second scenario only. I don't bother about the first scenario because first scenario deals with the already created account, but whereas second scenario deals with the creating an account, new account. Okay, so my scenario, for the scenario, I will take sheet like scenario, create a Facebook account, FB for shortcut. Okay, for that now I will write test cases. Okay, now if you remember, we have different attributes in test cases. What are attributes in test cases? First one is test case ID. If you doesn't know these attributes, please refer to the previous class videos on test scenarios and test cases. Okay, this is my prerequisite. Please try to see the things. If you doesn't see the things, you're not able to understand what are the attributes here. Test case ID. Second one is test case name. Third one is test case description. Fourth one is test case description, right? Test to design steps. Next one is test to design description. Next one is expected results. They're very, very important. Okay, we need to understand what are the attributes in test cases. So we know the speciality of all those things, right? I've taken real-time example also to explain this. Okay, what is test case ID? First, test case ID is nothing but it is a unique value, right? So it is a unique value. So here, as per the today's date, I am going to give the unique value here, 23rd May. Sorry, something like I'm just taking the value test case ID, but in real world the system is automatically generate here test case name. Second one is test case name. What is the test case name here? What is the test case? What is the test case I'm writing here? I write test case for first name, right? So it is like abstract, just giving a description of the what is the test case I'm going to write here. So this is the first test case which deals with the first name, right? This scenario is containing different number of test cases. First test case is writing for first name. I'm just recalling. Okay, so my test case one. So it always a good practice. Try to, whenever you're writing test case name, right, try to prefix test case name with TC01, which nothing but test case one. If it doesn't write here, then it will create a small problem. But always try to write test cases like this one. Okay, my test case one deals with what is test case one deals with first name. What is the first name? What is the first name attribute? First name is M. Yes, it is a text was where we can enter characters, right? So I will write like this. Test case one, validate or check the functionality of first name text box. That's it. This is first. This is the abstract of your project name. Something like I'm giving the name of your project, right? As per, try to remember the real-time example, okay? Where I have explained in the previous class for test case and test scenario. So what I will do, there is much description. There is no much description about the for the test case name. That's why I just copy paste the same here. Next, design steps. Something like chapter details, right? Step-by-step process. Step-by-step process of validating this first name. So step-by-step process nothing but now let me tell me directly I open this application. No, right? First of all, what is the initial step I have done? First of all, I will open the browser. When I open the browser, then I have opened the Facebook login page. When I open the Facebook login page, then only I could able to see this page. So step by step process. The first step. What is the first step here? First of all, I have to open my browser. Okay. So many people thought that expected result is very tough to write expected result. I do agree. Writing expert result is very tough, but when you know how to write the expert result, then it is very easy to understand. How means what is the outcome for the test case description is nothing but the expert result. What is the expected outcome here? What expected outcome here? Open Chrome browser means browser has to open, right? So what I need to write? I need browser should be open or browser would be open. What is the difference between would or should? Would means may or may not, right? Should means 100% correct. Okay, that's why should body has to be written in expert result. So I will tell you one thumb rule. Any expected result should contain should word. Without should word, none of the expected result should be written. So every expected result should contain should word. Okay, here what will write? Browser should be open. Browser should be open. That's it. So this is the basic scenario, basic writing test cases. So my first step has been completed, which means I just open the browser. That's it. What is my first step? What is the next step? Obvious. Enter Facebook URL and hit enter button in the text box. What will happen? Obviously, it will open the Facebook home page, right? FB home page should be open. Step 3. What is step 3? Step 3 is nothing but whenever I come here, so I need to, oh sorry, I don't know how it will open. Okay, this is my step 3, right? What is step 3 here? I need to go to enter I need to validate the first time, right? I open the home page, then I need to select these things. Okay, nothing but enter. This is also text box, right? Enter valid text in what is the text? What is the text here? First name text box. Enter valid text in first name text box. What is valid? What can be invalid? Could you tell me what can be invalid? So I've written what is valid text in first name text box. Now tell me what are the invalid conditions here? Oh, sorry. What will write? I will write a note. What can be invalid? Now tell me if I write like this. Okay, let's take mail. When you click on, okay, let me give valid conditions here. When I click on here, okay. So something is written. This name contains certain characters that are not allowed. Something like I can't enter the special characters. I can enter numbers or I can alpha number like this. Okay, like this I can enter and click on next. Sign up. Obvious. So the name contains certain characters that are not allowed. Okay, numbers also is not expecting numbers here. When I sign here, yes, something it is validating whether this Yahoo account is there or not. I think it will give error like this. Okay, it will go from the confirmation email, right? Okay. Oh, sorry. Let me open initial page again. It's not opening, right? Just a minute. My network is there is 5 things, so. Opening the same page only, right? Okay, let me open in another window. I don't know whether it will open this page or it will go to another page. Okay, I think the cookies issue is creating this problem. Let me check one more. Let me open in another document in another browser. Just wait for 1 minute. Let me check. Okay. Oh, still it has been captured here only, right? Uh, okay. Let me log out here. Good. Okay. Oh, very good. This is the page I am right now we are handling, right? Okay, good. So next one is what I write text here. Whenever enter a special character, it's not telling a special characters and it's not telling numbers, right? So I will write note here, right? Text box should accept alphabets only. So now tell me what is the expert result? What is the expert result? Okay, let me go to the previous page and let me log out here. Okay. Oh, okay. We'll again we'll handle here. Okay. So what is the condition here? So the text box should accept alphabets only. What is the expert result? Obvious. Whatever we enter the text should accept it, right? So right, I write here. Text should be accepted. So this is the first test case for what is the first test case written? What test case I have written for first name. So now we'll go for second test case. This is basic example. As per my mind, I have written test cases like that. Let me remove this like this. Check the functionality of what is the next one is. The functionality of surname, right? Check the functionality of surname text box. Okay. Same only. Okay. After the step 3, I will have step 4 to validate the surname. Like this. So you may ask, sir, we have already checking the first name here. Then why you are writing the first name here? Because if I want to check the surname, first one I need to navigate to first name. Then all I need to go for surname, right? Obvious. Without validating first name, I can't go to surname. That's why for the surname, it is an individual test case. This is any individual test case. This is another individual test case. To check the surname, I need to check the first name. Without checking first name, I can't go for surname. That's why I have written I used the previous steps only. So like that, what is the third one? Let me speed up. Third one is mobile, right? Mobile number or email address. Check the functionality of mobile or mail address. I'll let mail address here. Checkbox, right? Same. Check the functionality of mobile or mail ID text box. Same here. Come here, and I'll reuse these things. Okay, don't lose your patience when you're writing test cases, because we should have the uh, we should have patience to write test cases, because if you miss one test case, it will lead to huge problems. So that's why be patient whenever you're writing a test cases. Okay, enter password. Okay, mail ID is given, right? Enter password. Also, this is also text box. Sorry, post test case is deals with that. Check the functionality of mobile. Check the function. Control H. New password. Same only. Come here. Copy it. Paste it. Control H. That's all. Like that, we'll have these things. Okay, now we'll go for the next is typical thing. Okay, something like we have the radio button, right? So now I will deal with the radio button. Sorry, drop down here. Drop down the thing with data birth. Okay, now write test case for the drop down things. Here, please observe. I will write for drop down. Check the functionality of birthday drop down. Yes. Okay, drop down. Birthday. Again, mistakes. There is no much functionality checks. That's why in written I'm going to take the description like this only. So step 7. Step 1 will be, okay, I enter all those values like this. Okay, password, right? Password also I written like. So I need to select the drop down, right? First one is month, right? So I'll write select valid date from date drop down. Say valid selected month from month drop down. Year from year drop down. What is expert result? What I can write that expert result? I write expert result, right? User should selected the valid birthday conditions. So if you see here, I've written test case like all the 3 conditions written will be written, as written in a one test case. Up to you. If you are comfortable, you can write in one test case. If you're not comfortable, you can write in a different steps. Okay, like that we can write one test case like this. Okay, next is drop down. Next is radio button, right? Okay, now I'll write test case for radio button. Use the same thing. Check the functionality of gender radio button. So here, I'll come last. Step 8. Select, obvious, select a correct gender from from uh, gender radio buttons like this. user should selected the valid gender. Like that we'll have test cases. Okay, let me wrap here. Okay. Next test case is deals with the sign up button. These are the last button, right? This sign up button, let's take here, come here, set the functionality of sign up button. User came here, come here. Step 9. Obvious. Click right. Click on sign up button. So what will happen whenever click on sign up button, whenever enter values, whenever click on sign up button, select mail here. So obvious it will navigate to confirm the date of birth. Yes. Obvious it will navigate to the next page. Next page is nothing but don't write next page. Try to analyze what is the next page. Next page is nothing but for certifications or nothing but for what we get is security section page. So it will check whether this Yahoo mail is valid or not. So something like right, user should see security validations page, right? Something like I will write here, and everywhere it should be same only. So this is the test cases I need to write for write for Facebook, okay, to create an account. So let's take this page also. After navigation this page, enter user should enter the security code. I'll write here also. Test case 6. Take the functionality of what I turned as security code page. Security code page. So what I will write in last step for this test case, user should enter security code from mailbox. Obvious it will come from mailbox only, right? User should enter valid security code and click on continue, right? What will happen? Click on continue, right? Click on continue. So what will happen after this? Obvious. Check the page after validations. After this, everything is validations. After the continue, what will say? User should see the Facebook home page. Facebook user home page, which means I can tell that user is able to see his home page. So like this, we can write test cases for Facebook. Okay. So let me do some highlight things. Let me highlight all those things. Then it will be look good for everyone. So let me highlight the things. Let me highlight in don't write orange. Okay, orange and bold. So write it like that. We'll write test cases for sample Facebook account. Okay, you see here, if you zoom out here, so this is how we have written test cases and reuse the test cases which are written previous also. So reusability as well also done here. Like that we'll have test cases. So this is a basic example to understand what is the difference between test scenario and test cases and how to write test cases like this. So we know attributes, right? Depending on attributes, I have come up with these test cases. Okay, so like that we will have to write test cases. I don't know whether it will go or not. It won't go because it will be invalid as expired. Okay. Like that we need to write test cases for Facebook. Okay, that's it for the day. Thank you. And further classes we'll try to understand the requirement document.